Hello, 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 my art friends. How are you today? Here we are, ready for another everyday art exercise. So this is what happens when I try to look for reference photos on like Pixabay or PMP, excuse me, or Unsplash. And I'll be on there for a really, really, really long time because I never find what I want. So guess what I have done? Yesterday, I went to the farmer's market and I got lots of veggies. So I took lots of pictures of veggies, and what we're going to do today are carrots. So I'm going to add the picture in here, right here. And we are gonna do these carrots. Don't they look fabulous? I think so. So here we go. Here is, I'm gonna use my sepia sketch liner. It's an O2. And let's draw these in. And this is gonna be pretty simple because I'm trying to do these everyday exercises. I want them short, you know, at least 30 minutes or below if I can. If I do go over, we go over. There's gonna be, you know, set hard line rules or anything like that, but you know, so because I don't want you spending a lot of time, you know, the anxiety of trying to get something so right. We're not trying to get it right. We're just practicing our everyday art, and that's what I like to do. Because you know what? Because what's our motto? The more you do, the better you get. Exactly right. And these carrots are so huge. Look at how huge they are. That's why I got them. I haven't eaten them yet because I just had to get rid of the last 2 carrots that I did have. And I'm wondering, because they are so huge, I am wondering about what the taste is, you know, because they are so huge. But we'll see. We shall see. Because I'm trying to go more plant-based. But so, you know, I know these lines are in white, but we're gonna do them in the sepia. We're just gonna take a little creative licensing here. Only because I think it'll just look better, because we could do those lines with Posca or jelly pen, but I don't think I don't have a Posca or jelly pen thin enough, and when the lines are so thick, it just somehow doesn't seem right to me, unless we could do a really teeny fine line with my fine liner. We could try. I mean, let's try it. Let's see, where is my, I'll show you my teeny. Yeah, we could do it with my teeny tiny. This is the Princeton 5050. So it's 5 zeros in. So it's a 00005. See how teeny that is? So yeah. Maybe we'll try 1 or 2 just to see what, and see those little dot Shirelles at the end there too. So let's do that. Just want to get in some more lines here. Let's see, this is all. And I'm just loving this idea of everyday art series, just to practice. And so I decided to take my own pictures. I've got some great ideas coming up, because you know, looking for other people's reference photos, it's never exactly what you want. So why not take your own photos? That's what I say. So let's do that. And these carrots did not have the carrot tops on them. I would like to eventually do some of those, but I'm sure we'll see what happens. So even when I was at the marketplace, I took more pictures of more veggies that I didn't buy, These veggies I took pictures of as I was taking them out of the bag, but I took more veggies at the market as well that I thought might be interesting. So I'm going to start doing that. We already went for WALK, so I don't know why somebody is getting all barky over there. And today what we're going to do is we're going to use our Inktense. I have them marked 1 and 2 because I have the 2 sets. I have the set 1 and set 2. And we'll do, I love Inktense. Oh, I do. So these are not going to be very, very real looking when we use the Inktense, but I just love the look that it gives. Not a lot of different colors that we're going to be using. So let's get started. Let me get my water. Let's see, I'll put that over here. And let's get started. Let's see, what shall I start? Let's start with a wash. So we'll start with my, what are you barking at? He's looking at something and barking, and that makes me nervous. Because I'm like, what is he looking at? Now, I don't know if it's not the water, because it's clean water. Is it the sepia ink? Or is it my brush needs to be really cleaned? I think I need to really clean my brushes. I don't have brush cleaner. Those are fuzzies. I don't have brush cleaner, but what I used to do with my acrylics is I had a pan of, I would have one of these jars, and let me talk about this later. I would have one of these jars filled just like with about 1 inch of Murphy's oil soap. And only with the acrylics brushes, I would let them soak in there overnight to clean them. So, but what I wanted to show you here is I bought one of these. You see that in there? It's a silicone sponge. I bought this silicone sponge on Amazon, thinking because I was so tired of buying sponges all the time. And let's do a light, just a tiny bit of yellow. Really, really tiny, and I mean tiny. I bought the silicone sponges thinking that so I wouldn't have to buy sponges anymore, but I didn't like them for some reason for everyday use. But then I looked at them and I said, I cut it in half and I put it in the bottom of this jar. So now I use it, so when I go in there, you can kind of use it to, it's like a, well, you know, what are those things, like those pucks, those brush cleaning pucks. But so I cut it in half, so I think that'll be kind of cool. I'm going to use the mango and go in really light here. Oop, that just seems a little. And I just want to do layers. I'll just do mango. And then the good thing about that is when I go to empty this water, I can use that little silicone sponge to clean off all my palettes too when I'm cleaning those. So little tip there. He is looking at something and barking. I don't know what it is. And that makes me nervous because, you know, I am in Florida. So let's do the bright orange. Ooh, that's a little bright. Let's just see how that looks. See, it does look like, oh, it does look like a carrot. It does look carrot-like. You know how I like to do layers and stuff too. So let's do that. Let's get these layers in. And yeah, he makes me nervous. He's looking at something and barking. He's facing away from me. And I don't know what that means. It could mean he wants something. Like he was doing that. There was something under the chair that he wanted. He'll do that sometimes because he's a baby. He will not go under things to get a ball or a toy. He really is a spoiled, rotten little, you know what. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that going a little darker. Going a little darker. It'll dry light. I like that. I like that. Yep. So every day, so I was thinking because I want to share the photos with you and stuff like that. I was thinking of creating a Facebook page, and not just for everyday art, but for everything. So I think I'm going to create a Facebook page and call it Art with Cindy. I know my YouTube channel is Gypsy Soul, because I have been Gypsy Soul since 1992, 1993-ish. But I don't know, maybe it's time for just Art with Cindy. This way I can share the videos, I can share the reference photos and things like that, and then you guys can share stuff with me, what you've done. Any art would be fine, you know, not just what I do, or like if you're going along with me, anything, someplace where we can all commune, you know. So I'm thinking about that. I might do that this week, and if I do, I will let you know. So let's let this dry. So let's get some, because that yellow is just a little bright. So let's just color that in a little bit. This is just, there we go. And then because it's wet on wet, and maybe it'll spread out. Oh, I like that. I love Inktense. I love Inktense. For some reason, when I first heard about Inktense, I was like, oh no, that's just too bright for me. Oh no. And then you know what happened? I'll tell you, and I will tell you who got me started on Inktense. Alex Boone and his nature journaling. If you go and Google him, he's got some fantastic, his nature journal photos is what got me real bad. So I was like, I have to get some Inktense. So I got the Inktense, there was some Inktense pencils. Oh, and this Inktense is what I was on the no buy art supply for 2024. I was not going to buy any art supplies for 2024. Well, guess what? Because of Alex, I only lasted 3 months. 3 months. And I had to get, so I went to, there was a Michael's. I went to Michael's and Joann's here because I had to have it right away. And I thought, I'll just get a couple pencils, right? See if I like them. Well, let's see. Was it Joann's finally had the pencils? So I got a few of those. And then Joann's actually had, I think they had one of these. They only had one of these sets. It was the number 2 set. So I'm just putting a little bit brown in here, just in the corners and just the tips, hoping it'll spread a little bit. Maybe a little here, just a tiny, just a tiny. So I got it was the number 2 set. And I wasn't crazy about the pencils. How many pencils did I buy? I have them here. I think I bought like 4 pencils. I think I bought like 4 pencils. Here's the swatch. 4 or 5 pencils. And they were on sale or something. I got like 30% off or something funky. Once I got to the cash register, which was cool. So got them home. I found out that I'm not crazy about the pencils, but I loved the pan sets. And well, then I had to order the number 1 pan set. So now I got the 24. Plus I have the XLs too. I love the XLs. And I'll do some XLs. Look at these. I had to have these too. Had to have them. Had to have the XLs. Oh, look at these. We'll use these too. I'm going to use what I want to do is with the everyday art exercises, we're going to practice everything, not just our art and our drawing and our painting, but also supplies as well. Look at these. Oh yeah, these are so good. I just love them. I just need to use them more. I don't know why, but I am a Derwent. I love Derwent products. I do have, what else? I have the Graphitin and the charcoal. We're going to use them all. We're going to use all of the art supplies because I have ton of art supplies. But yeah, that's what this is, this everyday art. So I'm letting this dry just a little bit. And we're going to go back in with let's do some shading here. Let's do, what kind of shading do I see? I see lots of colors. I see lots of colors, and you know what color is looking at me right now? I know it's crazy, but I like to use crazy colors. Dark plum. Yes, for some reason dark plum is looking at me. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Ooh. I know it doesn't seem right, but we gotta water it down a lot. But if you look in the shadow, let's just do a little bit of the dark plum in the shadow. We'll turn this into a heirloom tomato. Oh yeah. In the shadows. And then there's a hair hanging again. There's a couple, it's like the third hair on this. Just do some up here. I'm gonna do a little bit of that dark plum. I did put brown up here, but I think I'll do some more dark plum there. And then you see like a little scar there. Ooh, look at that. Just for a little shading a bit. Down at the ends, just a little. I would like to do, you know what I'd like to do? Let me get out the smaller number 4. And let's do, see, this isn't dry. Let's just do a couple dots with the dark plum. Yeah, I like that with the lighter, the smaller brush. Just a couple little dotterellas. Very lightly. Just a suggestion of that plum. There we go. Lines. You know what? This looks a little dark. It looks a little dark, so I'm going to take my blender brush and kind of blend it. Because it looks a little dark, doesn't it? Even if it dried, I don't know. What do you think? I wanted just a light. There we go. Now, just now I lightened it too much. Now I'm going back in. I know. Fussy. How about if we go back over it with a little bit of another layer of orange. There we go. And that could be like a glaze of orange. Because these carrots are gorgeous. They are gorgeous in real life. There we go. Let's make it a little darker. Because it is Inktense. Let's use it. Let's use that Inktense to our advantage. And that purple can be like an underlying color. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And let's do, I want a, let's do the, oh, we do have a Payne's Gray. Let's do Payne's Gray. You know how I like to do my Payne's Gray really light. Really, really light. But it's, I don't want it to go in there. Let me dry this first before I do anything, because I don't want them to mix. Let's dry real fast. I just didn't want the Payne's Gray to bloom. There. I like shading. It just adds a little something. It just adds a little something, something. Let's get this water puddle out of here. So now I'm gonna let this dry, and then we'll go in and do our Micron and maybe a tiny, tiny bit of white. We'll see. We'll try the white. We'll see, because there is white. And one of somebody, because when I wanted these Inktenses, I watched a million videos, review videos, and someone had said that they liked the white. It was almost like a white gouache. So yes, we will let this dry. And another thing that I wanted to bring up too is I want to let this dry. And another thing I like to do now, I've been noticing this, is I like to let this dry, walk away, go do something for about 5 minutes, and then come back and look at it. Because I've noticed that in other photos and stuff like that, when I come back to them, or when I was creating the videos, I was like, oh, you know, I could have done this and I could have done that. So I'm going to do that now. This is what I think we should always do, is let things dry, go walk away, go to the bathroom, not for long, a couple minutes, and then look at it again and then see what else we can add. So I'm going to let this dry and we'll come back. Okay, this is dry. Let's go and shall we try, let's try the teeny tiny white. Let's try the teeny tiny, let's just see. Oh, all right, let's try it. Let's try a couple, just a couple. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's just maybe get it a little thicker, because look at it, dries, you can't even see it really. Let's do, oh, here we go. Teeny tiny. They're so teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. You really can't see. I guess people talk about, there's some kind of special white paint. I forgot what the name of it is. It's really good for this kind of stuff. Let's just do a couple of dots around. Ooh. No. I forget what it's called. Yeah, you can barely see. And then when it dries, I don't want that. It just kind of fades in. So I'm just going to leave that like that, because I want to do, I'm going to take my sepia and do some Micron stuff. I like the Micron better. So let's see, let's just get up here and do some little detail work here. I like the Micron better. And then just, let's throw in some little Davenports. I don't know how to explain it. I like this kind of look for my nature journaling as well. It's not realistic. Let's see. So towards the end here, there's kind of like a. Let's get that. I don't go for a super photographic realistic. You know that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want it to be photographically realistic. But the look I'm going for is not real. I don't want to say cartoony either, but it's like an illustrative look, like a more of an illustrative look, like, oh, you know, like the look on, do you ever see the Cook's Illustrated magazines? Those things are absolutely gorgeous. That's kind of what I'm going for. I don't even know if I have a Cook's Illustrated, but you know what I'll do? I will put, I think I've done it before in some of my videos. I will do a Cook's Illustrated cover at the end of this video just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Just a couple Davenports. Yeah, that's what I'm, not cartoony, but illustrative look. See, now that purple kind of, now that I come back, it's, see how it's washed out there? I washed it out. So let's get this in. Let's get some lines in. And now maybe I will do I dare? How about if I do a little mix of, this is what I'm thinking. Let's just see. A little mix of the purple and orange. I know, making mud, but just I don't know, just like a little layer, just to give, because I want that shadow in there. And I think I washed it out. And I thought it was too much. Actually, it probably wasn't. But here we are learning, right? It's just, because Inktense is good for layering. You know what I mean? So let's do that and let's see how that dries. I just wanted it, I didn't want it washed out. Oh, I like that right there. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I think that's it for the Micron as well. This would really look good with the greens, but I just noticed that I have two color combinations here. Now this is Paul Rubens and this is Inktense, and I'm noticing that I like to do magenta violets with my peach colors and my orange colors. I'm noticing a pattern here. How about just a few more Davenports? Oh, that's a little too much. A little too much. But yeah, maybe we need some, because we need some, yeah, there we go. Let's make it a little more realistic. And up here was more. Somebody, there we go with the snoring Shih Tzu. Don't you love it? It's not a video without him snoring. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you that right now. I think that's it. Let's stop. Let's stop. I think that's it. I think that's it. I walked away and came back. I think that's it. I'm looking at the photo. that's good. That's pretty good. And I don't want this to go too long. So let's sign it. Cindy. 8/26/24, and this is everyday art exercise, and I will put the hashtag out too. I wonder, have I put these? I haven't put these out on Instagram, I don't think. I need to put my photos out on Instagram. I'll do that today. So here we go. Thank you for joining me on my everyday art exercise, and I want this is just for us to get better because what does our motto say? The more we do, the better we get. I'll talk to you the next one. Bye-bye.